Top 5 Political Transformations and Revolutions of 2024. 2024 is to be remembered as a year that saw more dramatic change in global equations. Today, we're diving into some of the most jaw-dropping events that shook the world in 2024. This year, from political upheavals to revolutionary movements, has been nothing short of a roller coaster. So, for the curious mind, let's break down 5 pivotal moments reshaping our global landscape. First, let's discuss the US presidential election on November 5, 2024. The world was glued to their screens as Donald Trump made a comeback, defeating Kamala Harris by a slim margin of just 1.5%, which translates to around 2.3 million votes. Unlike the chaos of previous elections, this one was surprisingly peaceful. But hold on, Trump's back with his trademark unpredictability. Expect him to focus on trade wars with plans for hefty tariffs on Chinese goods and others. How will he handle the Russia-Ukraine conflict or immigration? Though Trump seemed extremely confident about stopping the war, his stance on the conflict and immigration policies will also significantly influence global dynamics over the next 5 years. Thus, buckle up, it will be a wild ride for international relations. The Gaza Crisis. Since its start from October 7, 2023, Israel's war on Gaza, one of the deadliest and most destructive in recent history, has killed nearly 46,000 people and wounded more than 108,000. As the war escalated in 2024, many rights groups accused Israel of genocide due to its siege tactics and systematic targeting of hospitals and civilians. The humanitarian situation deteriorated, with families facing harsh winter conditions in inadequate shelters, leading to deaths from hypothermia. Despite international calls for a ceasefire and accusations against Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of exploiting the war for personal gain amid his corruption trial, military operations continued unabated. The US provided over $20 billion in aid to Israel while obstructing diplomatic efforts to end the violence. As the year ends, many Palestinians expressed despair over their suffering, with some stating that 2024 has been the worst year of their lives, filled with tragedy and uncertainty. July 2024 saw an explosive student revolution in Bangladesh. Triggered by the reinstatement of a controversial job quota system, students took to the streets demanding equality and reform. What started as protests over job opportunities quickly escalated into broader demands for systemic change due to rampant youth unemployment and deepening income inequality. After a brutal crackdown by authorities during what became known as the July Massacre, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina resigned in August, paving the way for Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus to lead an interim government focused on restoring order and implementing democratic reforms. Bangladesh was named Country of the Year by The Economist for its resilience during this tumultuous period. Next, we have a monumental shift in Syria as Bashar al-Assad's regime crumbled in December 2024 after over 50 years of authoritarian rule. The Assad family's rule began in 1971 with Hafez al-Assad's military coup, leading to a repressive regime that continued under his son Bashar after 2000. The Arab Spring in 2011 sparked pro-democracy protests, which escalated into a devastating civil war, resulting in massive loss of life and displacement. Despite support from Russia and Iran, Assad's regime faced significant challenges until a coalition of rebel groups led by Hayat Tahrir al-Sham led to Assad fleeing Damascus, sparking celebrations across the nation. This marks a turning point for Syria and a significant geopolitical shift in the Middle East. The newly formed transitional government faces the daunting task of rebuilding a war-torn nation while addressing economic instability and ensuring justice for war crimes. The fall of Assad is a huge milestone, but the road ahead is still rocky for Syria's future. Now on to South Korea. Known for its K-fever, rich cultural heritage, technological advancements, culinary delights, and stunning natural beauty, heated the news media on December 3, 2024, when President Yoon Suk-yeol declared martial law only to revoke it within hours. According to Article 77 of the South Korean Constitution, can announce martial law. However, public sentiment was against this move, especially given the country's painful memories of martial law from 45 years ago. Jumping on to the 2024 legislative elections, where the Democratic Party won 171 out of 300 seats, weakening President Yoon Suk-yeol's administration and hindering his ability to pass proposals. Just 2 days before Yoon declared martial law, the opposition-controlled parliament approved a revised budget of 673.3 trillion won, cutting 4.1 trillion won from Yoon's original plan. These political pressures likely influenced Yoon's decision to declare martial law, which was met with swift opposition as 190 parliament members voted against it, leading to its withdrawal within hours. As we wrap up our look at these game-changing events from 2024, it's clear that this year has been packed with drama and transformation. Each event not only reflects the struggles and aspirations of people around the globe, but also sets the stage for what's next in our interconnected world. Stay tuned for more updates as we continue to follow these stories.